All right, this is a project that I wanted to share because I'm super excited about it. It is for an up-and-coming Daniel Johnston release. And if you're not familiar with, I got this film turned around backwards, so I better turn it around before I forget. And if you're not familiar with Daniel Johnston, please get familiar. There's a really good documentary called The Devil and Daniel Johnston. That is fantastic. That's a good way to start, but you could probably I recommend just listen to the music first and you're going to be like, oh yes, I know exactly who that is. And if you already know who it is, then you understand why this is such a big deal. Okay, so these are going to be little silkscreen mini prints that are, if you watch the, if you like, this is the size, they're 3.5 by 5. And if you watched, I did a video where I did a cramps mini print set. If you watch that, then you'll understand like the whole, I think I talk about how this all came about, like how, well, this all came about. So anyway, all right. I'm showing you the films because it's a complete utter mess. I actually have to go back, and to save films, I cut all the pieces out and put them all on one sheet and then made 4 sheets of the one sheet. So I wasn't having to spend so much time or funds on this films. Like it's just easier to deal with a small amount of films. So anyway, and cutting and all that stuff. But I just now realized that I don't know what goes to what. So I'm going to have to go back to the label and see what I sent them so I can know what colors are what. And when I figure that out, it's not that big of a deal. It's just a little more difficult than it usually is at this point. So I'm going to cut out all these films. Each one is 4 colors. These are the colors. So it'll be print. First I'll print like that cyan and all fluorescents, and then I'll print this magenta, and then I'll print yellow, and you can see the yellow in there. But what it does is it creates all these other colors, and then I'll do the black. So that's the 4th color. So you can see where, you know, like the yellow going over the cyan makes the green. So that's right there. And then, you know, the orange is the yellow over the magenta, yellow over, and whenever the magenta goes over the cyan, it creates a purple. So you got all these colors that I'm working with, but only printing 4. So that is what this is going to look like. So in this, I just wanted you to see what a mess it is, number 1. And then number 2, then after this, I'll get it to press, and then we'll print it, and then you can see that process. But yeah, this is, it's a big deal. I'll have some more information when it comes out. And this video will definitely come out before the release comes out. All right, I'm going to start cutting these films apart. I don't want to film that because you'll be bored out of your mind. All right, let me get to work. All right, so I've been working for a while just cutting out pieces. And I've established what's black. What's the crazy thing about this when I say like I don't know what it's going to look like until it's absolutely printed. You know, I've been doing this for a while. I've been doing these color combinations for a little bit, but I've been, you know, silkscreening for a while. And usually when I do a design, like black is like the most prominent thing in the whole design. More like this one right here. So this is, I should have said that. So this is the black ink that will be, this is the film for the black ink that's going on. What I've done now is I've laid another film on top of it, so then I can put in the next colors. The next colors are going to be is going to be the cyan, the fluorescent cyan. So like it's, how do I say this? So like whenever you have like this, and of course I don't know what color this is. This, you know, this is going to be a solid color, like that's going to be one of the colors. It's either cyan or magenta. I know it's not yellow. And so when, you know, I just don't really know exactly how much is going to you know, like come forward to pop out. I hate that word, like pop, make it pop, but it is a word that best, I guess, describes it. But what's going to pop out of the image, and even in these, it's like I'm printing like the, you know, this, like the, let's just say let's printing the blue and the magenta, and then like the yellow over it, and that changes it. So it's like it just changes every color. There's just drastic changes, and this is the only one that I'm pretty sure, like I'm 100% like kind of know what it's going to look like in my head, but still I still don't know, because one's going to be the blue, so when it goes over it's going to be the green, and then so like the green color is, this is another one, is like, you know, that right there, there's just a little bit of green right there, and then the other color will be orange, so it'll, you know, that will be the main color. So you can kind of see, you know, it's going to look. But with the rest of the packaging, I've been fortunate enough to see the packaging for this release, and it is stellar. It is fantastic. This label just does great work, and these were going to actually be totally different colors. They're going to be gray, black, and tan, to kind of like. You know, when I listen to Daniel's music, it puts me in like a different kind of mood, and that was the colors I was thinking. But then they just wanted a little more color, and then when I saw the packaging and kind of rethought, I'm so glad that was suggested, because now you know, I was safe. I was doing safe colors, stuff that I was safe with. This, even though I've been experimenting with these colors for a while on several prints, it's still a little different, and using all these you know, the photographs I had to choose, I had to use, could use, had the possibility to use, like everything that was, you know, within the realm of you know, I can't just really put anything on here, even though you know, I wanted to stick with this. I wanted some pictures of Daniel. I wanted some of his drawings in here it just makes sense. So, all right, I'm going to keep piecing together, and if I feel like there's anything I need to talk about, I'll just stop and film like I did on this. Okay, I have all the films all ready to go. That now I just shoot the screens after this, but I just want to kind of show you what's going on. This is the fluorescent cyan. And then next color would be the fluorescent magenta. I'm going to line this up. I'm doing this all like one-handed, so I can film, but so you can kind of get an idea of what's going on here. So the cyan is down, then the magenta goes over, so that means that like this Daniel Johnston, you know what? Let me turn on the light too. So the Daniel Johnston will be in purple. And it'll be in, wait, okay, so it's purple. Yeah, purple. So the magenta, man, why am I struggling here? So the blue in that makes the purple. The purple, I mean, so that's purple. That'll be purple. Right? See, this is where it gets real scary, because I'm like, oh man, am I screwing up? But this should be purple and that should be purple, but why? But okay, but it will be purple, but there'll be two, you know, this will be, dang it, this will be fluorescent magenta, this will be blue. So that'll be the difference. Now it'll be purple. And then next, like this is where the big changes come in, because it, you know, when this yellow goes over, that will change, you know, like this will be like green in there, and see it'll be like blue, like yellow right there. So it'll be kind of, like a better term, trippy kind of looking, I guess, almost like a tie-dye right through here. And then this will turn, this dude will be green, I think, and this dude will be orange. The outline will be orange. And then next comes the black. Now the black, you know, of course it covers all. So that's pretty safe here. And you know, like here that's going to cover good. You know, here it could be a little difficult just because you know, if it gets off a little bit, which it will, some of it could get covered up, but it's all going to look, you know, it's all because it is hand done, and everything has just got that little bit of error. Like each one of these prints, even though they are lined up and they're all pasted down, like each thing is just in a little bit different spot, just because it's just the way it is. You can tell like this is a little closer to that eye than this. So then at the top, but it should look interesting. I really wanted to get this to press today, but they just kind of got away from me. This took a lot longer than I wanted to, so I'll just get up at 3 in the morning and just start. That way I can just get it finished. I'm so anxious to see what this looks like. All right, I'm not going to show the process of shooting the screens. I am going to make a process video about that later, but this is the light table I was shooting yesterday. I think I said that, you know, it's just kind of got towards the end of the day, and it was just, you know, I need to just say stop and then start another day when I know I can finish. So like that's the press. This is the light table. I had to take all this stuff off the light table to put it on the press. And then while I was doing that, there was actually more. Broke down some boxes. I have about 6,000 Hot Wheels on that table right there that I need to find a home for, or a place for. They're home. I just need to find a place for. All right, I'm gonna shoot these screens and then start printing. All right, I got the first color set up. I got my paper over here. That's the stock I'm printing on, 10 by 20. And this is the films, the black films, and that water you hear running, that's the washing machine. I print in the garage, which has the washer and dryer in it. Okay, so what was I saying? Okay, so this is the template that I'll just line each screen up with. I've already lined all the, I've already like made sure that I'm going to be able to keep the same registration. And then there's the other screens right there. These are the colors I'm going to use. First, we'll print the cyan, and then magenta. All these are fluorescents. Then the yellow, and then the last color will be a black. All right, I'm going to start printing, and then I'll just show you each color as they go and as they layer. Okay, all right, here's the blue, the fluorescent blue. Next is the fluorescent magenta. And then I have the screen set up already. I just wanted to show you, like, this is how I line up with, you know, this is the black film on the template, you know, all the paper. And I line up to this. The paper is the same size as the template, obviously. I think that's just kind of common sense. But then you can, you know, see what's going on. So I still have the magenta and the yellow. All right. Make sure you see that. Okay, yeah, I showed you that. All right, I'm gonna keep printing. All right, here's the magenta. It's interesting because this is, you know, the cyan and the magenta make purple. So this is the magenta over the cyan, and this is the magenta. Okay, wait, no, this is the cyan with the magenta printed over it, and this is the cyan with the magenta printed over it. Did I just say the same thing twice? But okay, here the blue's under the magenta, and the blue's under the magenta, and the magenta is on top of the blue. There, I know that's two different things. That's what I was trying to say. And there is a little bit of a difference. It's interesting. Like, that's new to me. Hopefully this, you know, all comes together with the yellow. And then, you know, it ends with the black, but there's really not much black on it. So it really needs to make a lot of changes with this next color. And it's already set up. So I'll know here in a few minutes. All right, I wanted to take a quick break. I'm still in the middle of printing. So I need to, you know, make sure that doesn't dry. It's pretty cool in here, so I got a little bit of time to talk. But I just wanted to show what a difference it is in, you know, with the yellow. Like how, especially right here, you can really tell. And then, you know, the black is going over here. So I think it's gonna look good. I think with what I was talking about earlier, I think yesterday. Then we got the yellow and the blue together. It will be behind the black, so it'll be a little bit interesting. Here is a little bit less of that, but still it'll still be cool. It'll add something to it. I really think that the black over this is going to really make is going to make that look cool. But I just wanted to stop and show you, you know, what it looks like, what a difference it is. I mean, it's just crazy. I'm really getting excited about this. I can't wait to print the black. Okay, the black's printed. I am real happy with this. The one thing I ran into, and it'll be okay, you can really see, like the registration is off. Like, see this white right here, and then see it over here. There's so much more space to cut around, but that's part of it. Well, it's part of the process that I do. Other printers are probably a lot better than me and have that on lock. I just had a little bit of a slip, and it was hard to register these, and even as far as the films, as the screens went. So I just kind of did the best I could. But in the grand scheme of things, you know, these are all going to be individually cut out, and they'll be in the release. I really don't know yet. I don't know how that's going to be done, but they're for the release. I don't know how they're going to be distributed within that, but you know, it's not going to matter. Even if like a little bit of blue shows in this one or black shows in this one, it's just going to add to it. But yeah, now next I'm gonna cut and then show you what they look like individually. That'll just take a minute. All right, as far as cutting, what I do is I just cut them long ways with this super fancy ruler right here, so I don't cut my fingers off, an X-Acto knife, and then I just take a pair of scissors and cut them individually. I plan on getting a like I have like that. You can see that paper cutter, but it's like 600 years old. But it's still good. I just need to sharpen the blade. I'm gonna look into that, but also I'm looking into getting a new paper cutter. I've been using the one at Kinko's, but it's been abused, so I just kind of need my own. That's a razor cutter, but I think I really want a guillotine paper cutter. You know, because my registration is off. If I was to jog all these and cut them, I would probably end up ruining more. So I like to just kind of individually do them, keep my numbers low. There's relatively not that many, you know, I didn't print that many sheets, so it's not a whole lot. You know, it is some, but my mom likes to cut them out, and she comes over and she can visit and we can do it all. But so, all right, thank you for watching, and I'll have some more information about this release when it comes out. I'm going to go ahead and release this on my YouTube channel, and then on my Instagram. Well, you're watching the YouTube channel if you're watching this, and on Instagram I'll talk about the release and all that stuff. All right, have a great day, and listen to Daniel Johnston. Please do that today. Go do that today, right now, go do that.